Hey guys, so I haven't done a video in a while. I figured it's time to get to that again, and, well, this is a modded Kershaw Leek. If you guys cannot already tell the difference, it's pretty clear there. You all know that the Kershaw Leek has a very weak tip, and I will tell you guys, the tip did not break off. This is the tip, this is the original tip. As you can see, it's still got the edge on it, nice and sharp. I'm not going to keep this, I just had it for video purposes. You guys can't see it in this video, probably. I don't think it's clear enough. Maybe it'll focus. It's not going to autofocus, but it's on that side. Yeah. At the very tip of it, there's a little bead that formed of the original metal, but it broke down into a little bead on the top, so it was not very sharp on the tip. And rather than just leave that there or pull it off to where I could just break the entire tip anyway, I went ahead and made this monstrosity. I was sort of going for the look of the Kershaw random leak, but my Dremel took off a little too much for that. It still works the same. Still spring assisted, still perfect lockup. Still sharp, but instead of having a pointy tip for, pierced cutting, it's got a slicing tip. You can see I ground it down, sanded it on 2 angles. There's still the swedge up there. Not that it has much point anymore, but the tip is still really sharp. It's just a different spot. So this is no longer remotely a tactical knife, although you could slash with it. It's more of a package opening knife now. Originally the point would go in and then you would just continue, but you guys can see it's just very sharp tip now. Go ahead and demonstrate for you what I mean. Look at that, it actually went all the way through the carpet. So it's got a very good point now for slicing or food prep or something like that, but it's no longer a pointy tip. And I actually like it. The tip is very strong now. You can see it's cut down to the point before it started to taper to be tiny. The only problem with this is the lock no longer has any effect, because you guys can see the blade ends way before the lock in its closed position, but I didn't use the lock a lot anyway. So no longer a tactical knife or anything, but it's still a very useful knife, and I didn't want to, I like this knife a lot, and I think it might even be more useful now because I didn't have to do any digging for splinters and stuff with the original edge. And because of the frame lock, which is a very good lock system for harder use knives, I can use this harder now because I don't have to worry about the tip snapping. The steel is fine. I'm not worried about ruining the heat temper because it didn't take that long at all, and I took breaks in between. You can see the two. It's sort of like the Besh wedge now. If you don't know what that is, look it up. There's a buck knife with a Besh wedge. Also, it's sort of a Tonto, reversed though. If you think about it like that. Extreme Tonto. The Besh wedge is a type of, he's a designer, and Besh designed the wedge, and it's like a Tonto, but more flat, like this. And it's just a lot stronger, and it helps the tip maintain itself better, so that I have no worry that this knife is going to break anymore. I still think that the knife is going to break before the lockup, although that's not going to happen. I'm just saying the lockup on this thing is crazy. It's a really good frame lock. It locks up perfectly every time, about 100% of the way, because the bottom of the frame lock is as wide as the bottom of the tang of the knife. Pivot is good and strong. Yeah, this is a pretty strong knife, and I just made the blade strong too. So, rather than have the tip break it off eventually by itself, I just went ahead and did it for it, and made it look okay while I was at it, and gave it a nice, sharp, very good penetrating edge. So it's a really useful knife now for slicing things. There you guys go. It's the modified Kershaw Leek. I don't have a name for it because I'm just going to keep it, Kershaw Leek. Sometimes when I customize knives like this, when I make them my own, I come up with a new name for them, but there's already a random Kershaw Leek because it's very similar, so I'm not going to do anything. But yeah. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Still looking for our subscribers. Don't have a whole lot yet, but I hope you guys really like my videos. Thanks.